Well, hello everyone, Jackfruit here. We are back with a tour video for a village, for a conceptual village that's called like a fish market. It's been a while since we did a video for a village tour. I think since the Nano Jungle bed, we got a nice real concept here, shared by one of our friends due to the game. He said like, this is the image, like can we replicate this build? Like there's like a real life set, Lego set called the fish market, and this build is kind of based on that, kind of replicated the build, turned out really great. And this entire village build was like calling out like we should do kind of a showcase for this one. So I guess let's get started with it. We'll show you guys what we came up with. All right, so to begin with, right over here, let me put out my wave breaker quickly. Yep, so these are like the floats, guys. I think so that like people who might not be able to swim, we can just use them to save. They can like approach these things. Like one of my friend, he came up with this idea. I won't mention his name because he asked for it. But he came up with the idea like, what if we could have like floats floating on the water, something like these. And it turned out really great. Like they look really good. Now if we go here, we have a dock. Like this is like a fishing place with a tiny little bench, an umbrella, just in case of like rains or thunderstorms for the villagers to like fish around, to sit and fish around with some tiny little fishing equipments around. Then this is how the front of the real Lego set look like. I mean, this is like a replicated build, but this is how it closely looked like, I can say. So there are like 2 rooms for 2 villagers in this build. So if we go in the bottom over here, this is like Turk's room, guys. So Turk is a villager. He's like a technician. He's like a fisherman in this village. He's helping out Bob in his, marketing business for the fish market. And he's also like a mechanic who is like repairing boats, building different kind of boats and stuff, researching on them, something like that. So that's his build. I mean, that's his room. So if we go out, we have some tiny little decors around, like a tiny little stall with some items for sale, I guess. Then on the right side we have like fish baits arranged. As I sit around, we can grab a fishing rod and do a little bit of fishing in these pools just for fun. There's Turk working really hard. So this is like food processing area. Like all the fish related food are cooked here. There's like a grill to make some sushi, a food processor. Turk is working on them, making some fish fillets for us. Then we got like a juicer over here for making some slab juices for the black and blue sushis. Then we have Bob. He's also working on the food processor, making some fish fillets. Like I have both of them stationed on those. So this place is like a kitchen, to be honest. Like Bob is like cutting out fishes, getting the meat for making some sushis and stuff, something like that. Some condiments and spices arranged on the racks over here, and a little bit of storage space, I guess. After that, well, funny thing, in the concept there is like a shark over here. Okay, like it's like there's like a giant shark, and and this is like what I came close with. I mean, I kind of stole this fish from the museum in this community world and kind of borrowed it, actually. Not even stole, like I kind of borrowed it and tried to replicate the shark thingy that was here in the middle. So I think this looks okay. If you guys have any other ideas, like feel free to share. Now I think we missed out Bob's room on the top over here. So if we go on the top, this is Bob's room. Like he's like He has a bed, a TV in front of it. He might be enjoying his time in the evening after hardcore work in the day. Then there's his desk with some of his books and reading materials, I think. And if we go out from here, this is like a sitting area, like a rolling chair for Bob. He might be lounging around with some drinks on the side, watching the lake area. Just like that. Feels cozy. For Bob at least. So now that we go out, this is like the part where the fish market building ends, and we kind of expanded on this concept, to be honest. So let's try and get on the top. So this is like the stalls in the fish market, guys. Where these places, like multiple people from all over the Lego world might be coming here to buy and sell stuff and get some stuff repaired, maybe like boats engines and things, something like that. So this is our first stall, guys. So this might be like a paint stall that one might have, like paint for boats or something like that. People might be buying some paint for the boats here. Then here is like some pots and cutleries kind of things that people might need during their travels in the waters. Then some wooden logs and crates over here, barrels. And now if we go in here, this is like the fish stall. Like we have all the fish food over here, like some sushis, then some sandwiches, some fish fillets, fried fish fillets, and maybe some like fish condiments in these bottles or jars just to replicate them a little bit, I guess. And now in the middle over here, just a random decoration, I think, to match up the concept a little bit. That chicken is furious running through the bushes. So here we have an area where there's a stall for fishing equipments, I guess, like fishing rods and some fishing baits. So this is like a stall for garden plots, which we might not easily get into grasslands, like the snow garden plots and the sand garden plots. So this might be the stall for that. Then over here we have a stall for fabrics. Maybe like the tomato people have their fabrics like on sale over here, and the nana people have brought their fabrics over here too for the sale, something like that. Then we have a tiny flower stall just for some ambience and some decorations that people might like to buy, probably. If we go straight from here, we have a stall for barrels. It could be like some drinks or some barrels, maybe like barrels for storages during the voyages that people might use, you know, for storing some food and other stuff or something like that. That could be the stall. And if we go ahead from here, this is like Turk's repair station, you know, like this is where Turk has his own business set up. Like he has his own working bench, he has his own working gear for repairing the boats. Like he sits here, this is his work table, like the control center. He's got his laptop and the controlling module over here. It's like a camera that can like scan the ship and figure out what's wrong with the ship or something like that. Yeah, like I was discussing this idea with a friend of mine. He was kind of helping out with some decorations, with some build parts that I didn't have, and I said like I need to build a ship repair station here. And getting totally hyped, like we both like went in like and came up with this thing, like, and it really turned out to be great, to be honest. So he might be sitting here working on repairing the ships, you know, pretty good area. Like that could be like the control center, sitting from here managing the arms and performing the repairs on the ship, something like that. Yep, that looks pretty great. This turned out pretty great. Now moving ahead, I guess from over here we have like a lumber stall. So most of the planks from all over the Lego world, we're getting them here. These are like the raw wooden logs which are being like cut into wood, like small parts of wood and made into like other wooden rods and wooden planks over here, something like that. And here is like a delivery that has just come by for some new wooden logs on our tractor, on our trusty little tractor, right? Now if you go here, this is like Outhouse, guys. It's like a tiny grain mill on the side. I think from here we can get a nice little view. So this is like the outhouse in the fish market area. This is also like a residence place for one of our players and also for one villager. We'll go there soon, pretty soon, but let's check out this portion. So there's like a tiny fireplace in the room. Like this is the living room and this is a bedroom. My friend did a really good job decorating it. Looks pretty cozy. A nice little fireplace around here. Looks nice. And then, oh hey Bob. Looking from here, like the village looks really nice, to be honest. Like the stalls and the sundown and those things. Going down from here, we have a nice little storage for some plants. Then inside here, this is like Dana's room. Dana is like a farmer in this village, guys. She is farming out slab berries and chilies, I think so, for making some food items. So this is her room, like a bed, a dressing table, some pieces on the wall for notes and stuff, and some books on the table. And this is like a living room with a nice LCD television in her living room. There you go. And on the back over here, like this is a village square area, just to place and like decorate a little bit. Looks pretty nice for villagers to like chill around. If we go up here, there is also like one more tiny little balcony to chill around and like sit. Look at that. Turk and Dana were already like chilling out here. Only the music was off though. But yeah, like sit around and like have some drinks, probably something like that. Looks pretty nice. Then we have like a tiny little decorated area over here. I think that was the main idea that I had in my mind, but a friend came in and like he expanded a little bit on this concept, to be honest. Like he built for us a nice little tractor. This is like his repair station. He said like he would be like a random traveler who came traveling and his wagon broke down over here, so he kind of settled down over here. And like there's like his hut and his cozy campfire when he came here or something like that. And he also like built a bridge over here for us to get on the other side of the lake. Looks pretty nice. Again, this wasn't in my mind, but this is what I always like admire with people, you know, with friends and like with my viewers and all the collaborators that I work with. This is pretty great. Like this is sharing of ideas which like enhances all these nice and beautiful concepts. It's like fun building with these people, and it's always nice to make something new that looks nice and aesthetic and functional in some manner. It's turned out pretty much great, for sure. Thanks again for the lighthouse and the bridge. So this is how the village looks in the night time as well. Looks pretty great. I mean, it's well lit, without a doubt. Looks pretty nice. So, I guess this was everything to share about this village build. And I hope that you all enjoyed the tour for this one. From a small conceptual build to an entire marketplace, this build has had a lot of expansions. But with respect to aesthetics and functionality, I believe this village turned out pretty good. So if you all felt inspired by this build, do leave a like behind for this video. Share your thoughts in the comment section. It's always nice to listen to more ideas and possibilities. Do share this video with your friends as well. There's always something to do in LEGO Fortnite. Maybe something from this video might inspire them to play and create in LEGO Fortnite. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for the upcoming content. And thank you for watching the video, guys. Until next time, happy building, people. See ya.